Would you tell the markets to believe the words of the chairman?
Yeah, and I think he actually, and good afternoon, he really did take that opportunity to really reinforce that message. I mean, I think he over-answered that in many ways, but I think it does just show you how important to the Fed just the perception of independence is. And of course, it does look like they're based on what Chairman Powell said, based on what the committee has indicated, that a cut is on the table in September. It is quite unusual to begin a rate cutting cycle right before an election. But clearly, Chairman Powell and the rest of the committee is looking at the data. And I think that he was just trying to be very clear that if they do make that decision, maybe as unusual or unprecedented as it is, that it will not be politically motivated. So again, I do think the market, we take him at face value at Pimco. We do think that he really does believe in Fed independence. So we think that most of the market participants also believe that as well.
Libby, we've been asking you for months and months, at least I guess I have, and I apologize for the repetition. If this is the soft landing, have we arrived? I guess my question for you today is it too late? Did Jay Powell miss the soft landing?
I think our view is that, I mean, this is a very, as you said, this is a very difficult thing to architect, and to Chairman Powell and to the committee and to the Fed governors, credit, it does look like we are on the trajectory now. A lot has to happen, of course, even before the September meeting, in terms of sort of more indication from a data perspective. But yeah, Joe, I mean, I think we would be in the camp, and it has definitely had twists and turns, and certainly, there could be an argument that we could see some weakness, but going into 2025. But just in general, I mean, we do think that it's time for monetary policy to be normalized as conditions start to normalize, and we think this is sort of the acknowledgement of the Fed today. So, we'll see TBD on a soft landing, but it certainly looks like it's headed in that trajectory.
Well, Libby, we've been debating this for well over 10 months. Meantime, we've only been dealing with the reality of a Harris versus Trump general election for about 10 days. How are you advising clients to view this upended political climate just, 3 months shy of a general election?
Yes, I think 97 days before the election, not that anybody is counting. I mean, this is, clearly this election cycle has been really unprecedented, particularly unprecedented since that June 27th debate. If you just look at the various events that have happened between then and now, I mean, each of these would have been historic. The failed assassination attempt of Donald Trump, the dropping out of Joe Biden, that really disaster of a debate on June 27th on the part of Joe Biden. So each of these in isolation, would be sort of historic. Collectively, it's really dizzying. And for our clients and for folks who are trying to sort of navigate the markets with the context of the election behind them, what we're saying is it's probably too early to make any sort of extrapolation. The polling data clearly is coming out more in favor of Kamala Harris. Absolutely has this race tightened. But what we were telling clients, even when Biden was in the race, and the same thing we're telling them now, is that as we get closer to the election, it'll be a better time to assess. And right now, there's so much noise. There's a lot of response bias in terms of the polling. So I think the polling should be taken with a grain of salt as well. We're advising clients, wait until September, wait until after Labor Day. That's a lot of times when these persuadable voters, when folks who are really kind of disengaged from the election in the summer start to re-engage. So, again, it looks like the race is tightening, certainly on the presidential, also for down ballot races, which, as we've talked about, are very important, particularly to the markets, but probably too early to make any sort of grand extrapolation at this point.